My Lords, a pleasure to follow the Noble Lord Thomas of Gresford, and I love these two amendments because they get to the heart of one of the two biggest problems with this bill, and that is the first problem is the immunity. And I take the Noble Lady Chakrabarty's point about using the phrase undercover operatives. Personally, I've been saying police spies, which I think is a more generally understood concept for people outside of this chamber. And I'd just like to say that Noble Lord the Minister did not answer my questions in the last debate. He didn't answer about the proceeds of crime, and he didn't answer about the concept of ongoing crime, which isn't specifically given immunity, but will be happening anyway, and is that given immunity as well? So the government is claiming that this bill just puts everything on a sort of regular footing and we can all relax because we know exactly what's going to happen. But in fact, of course, it's nothing to do with that. It's actually about heading off all the legal uncertainty which is caused by the current legal challenge, the Spy Cops inquiry, and it's nothing to do with protecting, the general public. And I find it absolutely infuriating when the two groups that are constantly referred to as being vulnerable to this sort of legislation are the pedophiles and terrorist organisations, when we all know perfectly well that it is other organisations that are going to be contaminated by this system, to have undercover operatives and police spies. It's going to be unions, and it's going to be political groups, campaign groups, as we are seeing at the moment with the Spy Cops inquiry. And it's obvious that this does create a huge expansion of the state's ability to authorise criminal conduct and grant legal immunity to criminals. And so it's worrying that criminal conduct will go unpunished because of this bill, but also, of course, as several noble peers have already mentioned, that the victims of these crimes will have no legal rights. They're actually left by the government as collateral damage, which, again, we have seen with the Spy Cops inquiry. We have seen there just how badly people have been harmed by undercover policing. Innocent women's lives ruined, children fathered by police officers using fake identities who then run off and avoid all their parental responsibilities because they actually have another family elsewhere that they want to get back to. And people, of course, betrayed by state agents. And the provisions in this bill will prevent any entitlement to compensation for the damage caused by a police spy. You were tricked into a sexual relationship with a police officer? Too bad. Your house was burgled by a police spy? Too bad. You were beaten up by a gang who were acting as informants for the police? Too bad. These are innocent people who are going to be hit by this bill. It's so obviously wrong. Innocent lives will be ruined. Surely the government understands this and can see that it is wrong to actually try to legislate like this.